It is a group within the labor force that no one seems to talk about. Stay-at-home moms who decide after 2 years, 5, maybe even 20, they're ready to return. In fact, more than 3 million women with college or advanced degrees are currently trying to make their comeback, and a new website is the answer. Apres.com is being called the LinkedIn for moms, and its co-founder, Jennifer Geske, is here with me today. Great idea.
Thank you so much.
As someone who just wrote a book on this topic.
Yes.
So where did the idea come from to do the site, and why specifically moms?
Well, you know, it was my own experience. I am a lawyer, so I started my career at a big law firm here in New York City and then went on to work at Major League Baseball, and I had 2 of my children at baseball. And after a couple of years, after my second child was born, I decided to opt out of the workforce, and as many women do, I was fortunate enough to be able to do that. And when it was time for me to re-enter, I realized it's pretty difficult, and there's not a lot of great resources out there for women like me. So I looked around, did a lot of research. My co-founder, Nicole Kroll, and I decided that there was sort of a missing link in the efficiency of the recruiting market for this particular demographic.
Why do you think that companies have not more actively recruited stay-at-home moms? Because in the research that I did, I found that there was definitely a double standard. They were out of the workforce for several years, the resume had a gap, and they were competing against women or men that had stayed in the workforce.
Right.
Why aren't companies recognizing this group more?
Well, I think there's a couple of answers to that question. Number one, this is a relatively new phenomenon. Baby boomers, we found, didn't really opt out and opt back in at the same rate that Gen Xers are now doing. So it's sort of a new phenomenon in terms of the level of education of women trying to re-enter the workforce, the quality of the person trying to re-enter the workforce. So that's the first issue. Companies aren't used to going out and seeking these women. Second, there's not an easy way to reach them. And that's one of the things Apres is trying to resolve. We are trying to be the sort of central place for women in this demographic for companies to reach out to and to hire directly through our website.
How does the site work for someone that's watching right now that is a stay-at-home mom that wants to get back in? What are the steps that they need to take to get onto a pre-group and to actually start the process, the connection?
It's very easy. So there's 2 levels of membership. There's a free membership, which basically a woman comes onto the site and gives very basic information. It takes less than 30 seconds to fill out. And once she does that, she becomes a member and she can look at our job marketplace, hire one of our coaches. She can join one of our communities. But then, very important, we have another level of membership that we call our premium membership. And basically, that woman pays $250 for the year or $25 for the month. And she basically makes her profile searchable by our corporate partners. So it allows her to be a little bit more passive, but also from the company's perspective, she's really interested in getting back into the workforce. She has made that decision and she wants to get back.
A lot of change can happen for good.
Yes.
And I think we're at the forefront of that. So thank you.
Thank you.
For your time.
Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you so much.
To start your job search, go to apregroup.com, and then to read personal stories of moms who succeeded in their return, you can check out my new book, The Comeback: How Today's Moms Re-Enter the Workplace Successfully. I'm Cheryl Casone, Fox Business.